Have you ever heard of the term commingling funds? Well, if not, let me explain. Commingling funds is when you have a personal checking account and you use it for personal use, like paying your rent, your light, grocery shopping, as well as you receive money from your business in that same account. So the money that you make from the products or service that you offer are deposited into one account, as well as you're paying for business expenses as well. That's commingling funds. So, did you know that commingling funds was illegal? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about why you should have a business bank account, how it sets the foundation for your business, and the 4 documents that you need to open up a business bank account. Hi, I'm Coach B. Michelle, the brand coach and owner of the B. Michelle Branding Agency. So I help solopreneurs and small business owners build the foundation of their brand so that they can grow their business. And typically when I get new clients, I like to go over my 10-point checklist that I have. And one of the questions on the checklist is, do you have a business checking account? And I would think that I would be over it by now, but I'm still fairly amazed by the number of people who actually still don't have one. Having a business checking account is one of the first things you really should do once you get your business established. It really sets the tone and the foundation for your business because you have to know how much money is coming in and how much money is going out to be able to dictate your marketing budget, how much you are spending on vendors, how much you're paying out, your products. Everything needs to be in one account so you can get a very clear picture of what you need to do and the goals you need to set to be able to grow your business. And having a business bank account solely for that purpose really helps you do that. One of the other reasons why you need a business bank account, number one, is a legal requirement, especially if you have an LLC. As an LLC owner, you must have a business bank account. You are not allowed to commingle funds in a personal checking account. And you also have to have bookkeeping set up. And typically, depending on the bookkeeping software, you have to connect it to a checking account. And so if you have QuickBooks or FreshBooks or whatever software you use and it's set up to a personal checking account, all of those transactions are then input into the system, and then you have to go through and figure out which transactions are personal and which ones are not. And you don't really want to go through that, and no business owner really has time for that. So speaking of bookkeeping, another reason why you want to make sure you have a business bank account is so that it helps you keep your books nice and clean. And I'm pretty sure your CPA, your tax preparer, will definitely thank you. Because I promise you, if they have to sort through a whole list of transactions trying to figure out which ones are personal and which ones are business, you're going to pay for it 2 ways. Financially, one way, and then the second way is going to cost a lot of time. And they're definitely going to charge you more money if they have to sort through all of these transactions. And then if you're not sure which ones are business related or personal, that's definitely not going to help the situation at all. One of the other reasons why you need a business bank account is because it's professional. It's just the right thing to do, and it helps give your business a very professional look, and that you're also able to offer your clients other services when you have a business checking account. Number one, that you can take debit or credit, and you can use systems like Square and PayPal and all of those type of softwares to really grow your business as well. And also it allows you to be able to get a business credit card, and you can start establishing business credit. So there's so many benefits to having a business bank account. So let's jump into some of these documents that you need to open up a business checking account. So first, when you got started, you should have decided on whether you're going to do a DBA or LLC or both. Depending on the state that you live in, sometimes you may need both. Here in Texas, you definitely need both. So a DBA is doing business as. So I have a video on my YouTube channel, so you can go check it out if you're not familiar with the benefits of a DBA and LLC. But a DBA means doing business as. And the only thing it really does is help protect your name, whereas an LLC is your legal structure for your business, and it's a separate entity that protects your personal assets. So you need those documents. So once you file with the state that you live in, they should have given you what's called a certificate of formation. So you want to make sure that you keep that in a safe place, or if you printed it out, you definitely want to keep it in a safe place because you'll need to take that to the bank when you open up your account. After getting your DBA or LLC, you should have gotten an EIN number. If you haven't, you definitely want to make sure you go on irs.gov and apply for an EIN number. EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. So it's pretty much like a social security number for your business. So the same way you have a number that identifies you, your business has a number that identifies the business, and that's called the EIN number. So it's pretty much when it's time to do your taxes, and especially if you're filing business taxes, you'll file business taxes under your EIN number. So that's the second document that you'll need to take with you. And they'll give you like a PDF at the end of, you can ask for it to be mailed to you, or you can download a PDF instantly. Typically when I set my clients' companies up, I always opt to download the PDF so that way their business is ready to go out the gate and we're not waiting for any documents to come in the mail. The third item that you'll need is an operating agreement. Especially if you have an LLC, you'll need this operating agreement. And pretty much what an operating agreement says is that it just outlines how you plan to do business. It lists your address, the business of the address, who's the sole owner of the business or the majority owner. So they have what's called a single member LLC and multi-member LLC. So a multi-member means that you have business partners. So if it's just you, you have a single member LLC and you're 100% owner. It also outlines in case something happens to you, if you pass away, or if you have partners, what happens if the one partner wants out of the deal, what are the requirements, can they be bought out? So it goes through a number of things, and we'll talk about that in another video in more detail about operating agreement. But if you have some questions, feel free to email me at info@bmichelle.com, and I'll answer some questions, or you can set up a time to do if you're not in San Antonio where my office is, you can set up a time for a virtual session or a conference call, and we can talk more in depth about it. So the third thing is the operating agreement. And number 4, and this is only if it applies to you, a business license. So if you're in a field or industry that requires you to have a license, you want to make sure you have that with you as well. And so a business for contractors, plumbers, hairstylists, barbers, anything that requires you to probably get a license from your state, you want to make sure that you have that paperwork with you as well. So just a quick little recap of the 4 documents that you need before you go to the bank, or if you apply online, you'll probably need to upload these documents. Number 1 is your actual DBA or LLC, stating that you have officially set your business up in the state that you live in. Number 2 is the EIN number, and you get that from the irs.gov. Number 3 is the operating agreement, which you can create, and if you need help creating one, again, you can email me and I'll give you some information on how to create one or what goes in one, or if you'd like for us to create one for you, we can. And then number 4 is your business license. If you're in an industry that requires you to have a license, you want to make sure that you have that handy. So I hope that the information in this video was helpful. If so, please hit the subscribe button below and the notification bell to get information about setting up your brand, setting up your business and building your brand. And I'm going to be releasing some more videos later about various topics, especially we'll do one in depth on this operating agreement and other business and branding topics as well. So thank you for watching. I appreciate all of your support. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And as always, put your best brand forward.